she lived through it to get to this moment.
So this is part of my testimony. I can tell you why God, his name is Jehovah, doesn't hear your prayers. If you go to Proverbs 28:9, it tells you that he turns away his ear. He that turns his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So the law is the Ten Commandments, and I didn't realize at the time that all the churches are apostate and they're teaching us to break all the commandments. And that's exactly and precisely what I was doing. I wasn't fulfilling the royal law, which is in James 2:7-9, which is to warn your neighbor or your friend or your family if you see them breaking a commandment, to warn them that they're in danger of hellfire. And I never did that. I didn't know I was supposed to. Um, I was celebrating Christmas, which is pagan idolatry. I was passing my own children to the fire. If I wanted to kill my children, I thought, I would just get an abortion if I wanted to do that. But I thought since I celebrated Christmas, I love them. And actually, there's no difference in that. If you're celebrating Christmas, you're spiritually killing your child. I also had a crucifix necklace, and those are idols. What else? I used to wake up every morning and eat bacon. And if you read Isaiah 66:17, it warns not to do that. It's not food. The clean animals came onto the ark in sevens. So you can go search that out. Um, so in Ezekiel, if you go to chapter 3, 18-21, it reads, When I say unto the wicked, Thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but blood I will require at thine hands. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from the wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him a warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood I will require at thine hand. So it's really important to warn everyone you know that to keep the commandments and don't break them. The other thing I was doing was praying to the Christmas Jesus, and I also thought Jesus was God. And if you go to John 5:43, it reads, I am come in my Father's name, which is Jehovah. I didn't know that. And you received me not. If another shall come in his own name, you will receive. And that's the one I received. I received the Christmas Jesus, and he wasn't answering my prayers. If you go back to Deuteronomy 18, it explains that a capital P prophet will be raised unto you. And you have to hearken to all the words that his father, Jehovah, put in his mouth. And he that doesn't will be cut off, destroyed, from among the people. So I wasn't I wasn't reading the Old Testament to understand the New Testament. Um, in Proverbs 15:8, it says the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. So again, if you're keeping Christmas and saying, "Oh, please, Christmas Jesus, bless me," it's an abomination, and he hates it. He hates it. Um, and the last one I was gonna, Proverbs 15:29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. And again, These are the people that are keeping the commandments and teaching other people to do so. They hear and do the Ten Commandments. The last one I wanted to go to is First Peter 3:12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So if you're doing evil, like Christmas and Easter and eating bacon and stuff like that, then your life's gonna suck.